Alright, here's another video where I walked away, plugged in my laptop into the normal port that it gets plugged into, the monitor, and the monitor is not responding. So I figured I'd take this time again to show that yet, within just a day, that this is not working. It's saying no signal, and this is actually set up for USB-C. So already take it apart, disconnect it, reconnect it. If you disconnect and reconnect it, the monitor still does not come on. I mean, you can wait a couple of minutes, but it just doesn't come on. Now it's entering into power saver mode. So what usually works, not all the time, is disconnect the power. Power's disconnected. Plug it back in. And most of the time that actually works. It's actually saying still can't see it. Okay, then my second step in the series is to disconnect the monitor. So the monitor is disconnected. This is the cable supplied by the company, the monitor company, which is LG. I'm plug it in and wait for it to come on. Maybe it might come on. Maybe not. It says no signal. All right, so then the third thing I do, again, after powering it off, disconnecting and reconnecting this, I disconnect this again and then reconnect it. And let's see if this works. And, okay, it's doing something because that's kind of a bummer. Usually this works. Power cycle, disconnect the monitor, plug it in and out. Maybe I'll change ports. Now, mind you, before I did the power cycle thing, I actually did go between the two ports and nothing happened. So now, after the power cycle, I went between two ports, and I think I got something, or I got nothing. Okay, let's try that again. This time, what I'm going to do is going to disconnect. I'm going to kill the power. Wait a second. This one says no signal. I'm going to put the power back in. So the power's back in. I know it has power because the USB devices are getting powered up. Obviously no power. It's not plugged in, so now I'm going to plug it into the second port. And let's see if there's any magic that happens this time. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, this one's done today. This is actually more trouble than it usually is. Usually just power cycling and disconnecting and reconnecting the ports does it. And it seems like this time it really wants to give me a hard time. All right, I'm actually in there. It's actually pushed in all the way. So now this time all I did was pulled out the monitor cord over here, plug it back in. And nothing, still no signal. Now, mind you, earlier today this was working. Now it's really not working. Switch ports. No, I think this time it's actually kaput. It's actually not working at all. So much for the Stone Pro, not working today. It stinks.